It's a real estate consultant and property advisor, Cotton Uchichukubuna. It's a pleasure to be with you once again. Today, I want us to look at something I think is very, very important and affects every one of us. It is, how prepared are you for retirement? How prepared are you for retirement? A lot of us are not really planning for those days or years that will no longer be working. A lot of us are not planning for those days that our working years would be over. A lot of us are not planning for life after we are done with the workforce. And it's very, very important that we look at it, because he that has no plan is automatically planning to fail. That is why I think it's very necessary for me to remind you this very day that it's very, very necessary to start to plan for retirement. There are some questions I would like to ask you that, if you are honest, you begin to think deeply on those questions. Considering a lot of economic instability going on currently now, what do you think will become of this economy in 20 years, 30 years from now? What plans are you putting in place for the unknown future? A lot of people will not truly retire because they are not preparing to retire. A lot of civil servants, a lot of people who are in the workforce today would not really retire, despite the fact that their working years might be over, but they will not truly retire because they have not put in place systems that will enable them to retire in comfort. A lot of people would be frustrated when their working days are over. A lot of people cannot be able to afford their living expenses when their working days are over. What are the systems in place to enable that you retire in luxury? The obvious truth is that we won't remain young forever. What are the systems in place that will enable you enjoy your years when your working days are over? Or are you planning to work till you die? A lot of people are being blinded by job security, if there is any, and luxurious living without considering retirement, days after retirement, years after retirement. It hurts me when I see a lot of retirees, after their working years are over, they will be living in dire poverty, unable to fend for themselves, unable to take good care of themselves, dependent on their families, dependent on their children, without considering the fact that their own children has their own responsibility. They have a lot of problems they themselves are facing because the economy is not favorable. The economy is not really nice to every one of us. If we don't plan for a luxurious retirement, we'll wake up one morning and discover that we are retired. The question is, how would you survive if pension does not come? Number one question you need to ask yourself: how do I survive when my working days are over if pension doesn't come? The second question you need to ask yourself is, can my children take good care of me and their family at the same time, considering the harsh economic realities and situation of the country? Would my children be able to take care of me and their own immediate family? What would I do if pension doesn't come? How would I survive when pension doesn't come, or if pension doesn't come? How would I survive? How would I live my life? How would I survive? Another question we need to ask ourselves is, how would I take care of my health when my working days are over? How would I really take care of myself? How would I survive when my working days are over? Would I be living in abundance when my working days are over? Would my children be able to take care of me when my working days are over? And how would you take care of your health? How would I take care of my health when my working years are over? These are some critical questions we need to start asking ourselves. Now we are young, now we are vibrant, now we can label, now we can put things in place. Because old age comes to us when we don't even expect it, because as the day go by, we become more older. As the day go by, we become more older. What are the plans in place to enable us to retire in luxury? This is a very, very important issue that we need not to look down on it. How would I be able to cope when my working days are over? How would I be able to take care of my immediate needs? How would I be able to fend for myself when my children are all married, when they have their own problems, when they have their own responsibility to take care of? How would I survive? How would I live my life when pension doesn't come at the end of the month? Can my children take good care of me alongside with their own immediate families? And how would I be able to take care of my health when my working days are over? These are important questions that we need to start thinking critically over and try to be making plans for them. Because he who doesn't plan is automatically planning to fail. That is why I am here today to remind you and also provide you with solutions how you can be able to overcome all these challenges accompanying to retirement and would enable you to retire in luxury. Now, I have some strategies I have been able to put down that will enable us to retire in luxury, because I myself am planning to retire in luxury. I'm not planning to work all the days of my life. I'm planning to retire in luxury. So I have propounded some strategies that will enable us to retire in luxury if that is our priority.